Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chapter all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, feel free to use that scroll bar and slide right into the music. Second thing second, this video is not a replacement for the artist's original work or talent. That means it's a reaction video. I have added both a link to the video that I'm watching and a link to their channel, their YouTube channel, so that you can go check them out, of course, hopefully after watching my video in its entirety. Please go and support them and their music. I had my whole week planned out, guys. As many of you know, lost my job a while back, and because of that, I'm not going to be able to afford to live in New York anymore because I haven't been able to get another job. So I'm moving and taking care of all that. It's like a multi-month process. So I've been kind of recording my videos early and then just kind of laying them all out as much as I can and planning so that I have the rest of the week to like try to do all my other stuff, right? The exception to that has been, listen, if you guys, many of you have been very generous and supported me. I never ask you to do that. But some of you have used the buy me coffee link. Some of you have, left me super thanks. But when you do that, you don't just do it as supporting. You say, hey, I'd like you to check out this video. And when you do that, my goal when I see it is to do it as soon as humanly possible. That's why I started this week on Monday with a BandMAID song. Just because a lot of you in the comments have been like, oh, you should check this out. And then I had other artists planned for the rest of the week because I try to space them out, right? I don't want to just do one artist the whole time. I want to have variety, be a little eclectic. And then someone left me a super thanks and said, no, you got to check out this BandMAID song. So I was like, oh, well, I got to do that, which was yesterday's video. Then yesterday, someone did buy me a coffee and they are suggesting another BandMAID song. So I guess we're going to do another BandMAID. And the videos that I had done already for this week, we'll just have to do another time in another week or the end of this week or something like that. So, excuse me, this person, as you can see on the screen, their handle BM4Life. Yesterday they bought me 2 breaks, basically 2 cups of coffee, which I think are like $5 a piece. And so they said, well, hopefully this will not take 3 months, but BandMAID Awkward Live, and they put the link in there, which I always appreciate. So a couple things to say about that. This person actually had bought me a coffee suggesting BandMAID alone before, and I did the video based on their buy me a coffee, but it had taken so long because I was logged out of the app, so I didn't get a notification, and that's why I missed. That's why they're like, hopefully it doesn't take 3 months this time. I got you. It's taken a day this time, as promised, because I wrote them a note saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry I didn't see this. I've got everything set up now that I will not miss it anymore, because I'm getting email notifications now and everything. So I will not miss any of those anymore. I felt so bad. So here you go. As promised, I would not be like that ever again. And I am doing it literally the next day. The one thing I will say, and I'll pull this thing up on the screen here as we get ready to do this, which is they gave me the link, which I very much appreciate. Just to let you guys know, the link that they gave me is not to BandMAID's channel. And I looked, and BandMAID doesn't have this on their channel, which is why I'm guessing they sent me this. But so you know, if you're sending me something and you send me a link and it's not to the artist channel, I'm always going to go look and see if they have it on the artist channel. And that's the version I'm going to watch first. In this case, they sent me one, and that doesn't appear to be on their channel, so I'm going to use this version. So they did great. This isn't a slight against them. I'm just saying, if you one time suggested to me and everything else, and you sent me a link specifically because you wanted me to watch that one, I kind of have to watch it if it's on the artist channel because of the YouTube stuff and how they strike you and everything else. Also, unfortunately, just for those of you, if you care, BandMAID's actually awesome. They have kind of the same mentality. They're actually, if I'm being really honest about it, when it comes to YouTube, they're even better than Ren because they do what I think all artists should do. They set it up so that as soon as you do a reaction to one of their songs, it's called sharing revenue. And so when the video gets monetized, it shares the revenue instantaneously. It recognizes that it's the song, it recognizes it's their copyright of the song, but it recognizes that you're doing a reaction video as well, and that you should both share from the profits. That's how I think all reaction videos should work. Now, there are some artists that are like, no, if you use my stuff, and like right away, hammer comes down, you can't do it. What's really great about Ren is I will dispute it when it does that, and almost 9 times out of 10, he will, or his team will say, nope, it's a reaction video, take the dispute away. And then I get full monetization on that video. Obviously, I want full monetization more than anything else because I could use the scratch. But I also understand, like, I'm not trying to take anything away from these artists. If anything, I'm trying to support them. So if the easiest thing for them to do is just to default so they never have to review anything and just do shared money so that we both make money off of it, I am happy as a clam. Like, let's do it that way all the time. The reason I bring this up is out of all the videos I've ever done, I've had to go through multiple appeal processes for some of them and everything else. Only one has ever been completely taken off of non-monetization. That was an Emily Galavez Potpourri 2 that I did, which they completely struck and denied, and like they wouldn't listen to any reason. So I had to like just completely go away from it. This yesterday's song, what was yesterday's song from BandMaid? It was at Endless Story. In Endless Story, it's the first one they haven't done immediately shared monetization, which surprised me, because I was even about to say that day like how awesome it is to do reactions to them because it's very smooth processing. I don't know if that's because it's attached to, a lot of you said that's on a Blu-ray DVD, so I don't know if it's that production company that's slamming it or something like that. I don't know. Oh, the other one that this happened with, by the way, is Fire in the Booth for Ren. And I think that's because the Fire in the Booth guy doesn't allow it. So that one got completely struck too. So there are 2 videos actually. Anyway, I disputed the strike yesterday on the Endless Story, and this dispute was denied within 24 hours. That's very unusual. Usually takes about 2 weeks. So I did have to appeal. We'll see how the appeal process goes, but I may have to take that one down, guys, if they don't like allow it. So hopefully they do, because I really love and enjoy listening to their music. I also like that one was, to me, a very good reaction because it like brought emotion out of me. Like I was tapped in, you know what I mean? Like I was like, this is fantastic. So, you know, you never know how these things are going to work. But hopefully today's, the only thing that makes me nervous about today's is because, again, it's not from their actual channel, even though it's their music. So hopefully this works out. The other downside of this is there is closed captioning on this. I checked, and then I just scrolled through without listening to the music, and the closed captioning just says music. It does not translate the Japanese for English, so I will not know what they're saying in this, but you guys know I kind of like just dig doing the vibe anyway, so we're just going to go with the vibe. All right, that was a super long spiel to get into it today, but again, that's why I chapter my videos, that if you get sick of me talking, you can just get right to what we're doing. 4 minutes of BandMaid. Who's ready to rock? You know I am. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Well, this is a slower start than any of the ones I've heard before. I dig it. Hell yeah.
わがままさえ言えなくなるでしょう両手や中さりげない仕草詰まる呼吸胸が痛むんだ言葉じゃ伝わらないほど込み上げるこの想いをまだ諦めたくないってもう書いて叫んだ大丈夫君がいなくても強がり僕ら不器用でそれでも振り向かないって迷わず進むよ
This is a cool one. The first thing I get from this one more than any other is that it sounds this so far sounds the most like other rock bands, if that makes sense. Like it seems oh, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like some of the other stuff they've done has been very hard and really like rapid pounding, and I don't know, this seems more almost like rock ballady to me. No complaints. You guys know I'm never complaining when I'm listening to BandMAID. As if you missed my video yesterday, I said they have now reached top 3 of people I need to see live, with Ren being number 1, Chinchilla being number 2, and they're number 3. I have to see them live. This is just insane. But this is I guess this is the first one that's like, this is probably, like I said at the start of this is probably the slowest one, or gentlest is probably the best word, tenderest one that I've heard, which I'm very curious as to what the lyrics are now, because awkward. I mean, and I'm obviously an awkward guy. The name of the channel is freaking Qwerky, for Christ's sake. Awkward. Maybe it's awkward around like a love interest, or awkward with your feelings about something. Maybe not even a love interest, but just in general, which would make sense why it's a little bit slower, a little less intense. But it also seems like they're about to ramp up. So let's see what happens in the ramp up and see where we get here. I always love when, I think her name's Maki, the one, the backup, the second singer. I don't want to call her a backup singer because she's not. But when she comes in and does that harmony to complement the lead singer's vocals, and I know I got to learn the names, guys. I'm gonna have to like write them down or something, because I can't remember all 5 when I'm doing like videos back to back to back like this. But I'll try. I'm definitely going to try to learn their names. But I love it when she comes in with that harmony sound that supports, any of the melody that's coming out of the lead singer. I am obsessed. Every time I listen now, I'm hearing that bass player every single time. I'm obsessed with her too. And like I said about the speed of this one, it did pick up a little bit right there. But right before it did, right after I said what I was saying before, I noticed like this is the slowest, except for the end of songs, that I've seen the drummer. Like you could actually see her stick moving as she was hitting stuff. So that's how you know it's slower, because usually her stuff's going so fast, it's like a blur, except at the end when she does the da-da-da, like that kind of thing. So I'm kind of digging this like slower vibe from them. So I really appreciate the suggestion of watching this one, because it's still, it's still got speed to it eventually, but it was kind of like a a slow burn, if you will. Let's back up to get into it again.
遠い過去になる時間は流れる大丈夫君は強いから嘘つき自分にさよなら悔しむなって無駄だって迷わず選ぶよ
Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. What? Yo, we got to hear that melody again. I'm sorry. I mean, that solo again. Did you hear this? She did like a second melody. I can't believe also it looks like that's going to be the end of the song. So she did this like solo guitar riff solo that ends. Wow, I can't even speak. That ends the whole piece, the whole song. That was a tight solo, and she kind of came at it with like its own harmonic melody that complemented, wasn't a direct ripoff of this melody. That's, guys, that this solo alone, I should be watching this video. You know what I'm saying? Here it comes. That finger work. Bro, that finger work was insane. Wow. Oh, look at me. I'm right up there at the top there with my weird ass face. Sorry. Wow. Wow. That solo at the end slayed me. That was insane. Obviously, I had to listen to it again. But someone in the comments one time said, I never need to apologize for replaying a bandmate solo, so I'm never going to apologize for that, because that was dope. Guys, this stuff is, these guys are so good. I really can't get enough of them. I can't get enough of how into them you are too, because it makes me feel better about how much I'm into them, like, and how much I was immediately into them. Yeah, this was great. Also, BM-Life, thank you again for suggesting this. And I'm sorry it took me 3 months the first time. I'm actually saying that on camera now, since I don't think I did the last time, but I got you this time. Guys, just so you know, you never have to send me money or anything like that for anything. I appreciate you if you do. Obviously, I appreciate you if you don't. All I was trying to say at the beginning of this one is that if you do and it comes with a music suggestion, I'm moving that to the top of the list, just because I want to, like, you're asking for it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'd feel bad if I didn't, like, at least try to make the effort that way. But if you make suggestions in the comments, the only thing I ever ask people to do, I never ask you to subscribe. I appreciate it when you do, but I never ask. I don't ask you to like the video. I appreciate it when you do, but I don't ask. When the only thing I ever ask for is comments. If in the comments you want to tell me other songs to watch, I go through all the comments eventually. I'm trying to get better at doing them more rapidly, like more closer to when you actually do them, so that you get a response. But when you make a suggestion in those, I put them on a list. So, like, I have every suggestion that anyone's ever made. Well, I should say at least in the last like 2 months, I have definitely on a list on a spreadsheet that's like super long with a bunch of stuff. And so you just like those songs get put into the rotation. So the next time I need a bandmate song, I start at the top of the list and I pick one. And then a week later or a week and a half to 2 weeks later, because I try to spread the artists out, I'll go back and say, okay, what's the next one on the bandmate list? There you go. So if there's a song you want to push to the top and that's the way you want to do it, obviously I'm not going to say no. But you never need to do that is all I'm trying to say. Like I do listen to your comments and I appreciate them so much because you guys have turned me on to some great music. I never even heard of BandMaid before you guys. So I never heard of Gabrielle Enrique. I never heard of Diana Ankudinova. I never heard of Damash. I never heard of all of these people. The only I think Maravi and Ray were the only ones I found on my own. Well, and Ren. I started with Ren and Chinchilla on my own. But you guys know what I mean. Like as soon as you started suggesting other people, I was like, yeah, bet. I love music. You love music. Let's love music together. So I just want all of this is to say I really appreciate all of you guys. And thank you so much for suggesting this one as well. And keep them coming. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, you know I appreciate you. And you know the rule. Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. I gotta listen to that solo again, like immediately.